Okay, so this is a stretch video that I'm making specifically for my dad, but it's also amazing for anybody who considers themselves to be senior or has limited stretching abilities. I'm making it so that you do not have to go inverted to where your head is completely upside down. You're also not going to be resting your hands holding your weight. And then lastly, I believe, if I do have you go on your back, which I don't think, I might not, we'll see. If so, then your head is gonna be elevated a good amount to keep the head kind of upright. So from there, actually I wanna start us off with standing with your feet shoulder width apart or hip width apart. A little bit of flex in the knee so you're not stiff-legged. I want your arms to come down by your side. And for just a minute here, we're just going to put you into your body and connect to your body and your breath before we go into moving and stretching. So if you can, just listen to my voice and close your eyes. You're gonna take one big inhale in through the nose. If you can, do it through the mouth. And then you're gonna let it out, go, actually have a verbal sigh. And again, breathing in, filling the chest and the back, and let it all go completely till there's no air left, no rush in between the inhale and the exhale. Next inhale in, you're gonna do nice and smooth, breathing in through the nose, 2, 3, and slowly out through a little pursed lips of the mouth, like you're blowing or exhaling through a straw. Again, do not rush the exhale. Let it stay slow and come out all the way until there's no air left. And as soon as you feel the need, taking the next inhale in and slow out. And returning to your normal breath, I want you to just sway side to side, alternate lifting the heels. So you're just standing in place, lifting the heels, and kind of slowly, gently swing the arms, bending the knees a little bit, and then standing still. Again, I want you to bring your focus down into the soles of your feet. Feel the contact of your feet or your shoes with the ground. And again, while we're going through this scan, resist the urge to judge yourself. If you feel any kind of uncomfortableness or pain or tightness or your breath's not that deep or whatever it may be, instead of judging it as good or bad, I want you just to give it some adjectives and just become the observer. Oh, I feel it a little bit more in my heel. I don't feel my toes as much. That's okay. Everything is okay. You're just observing and you're just experiencing your body. So noticing the soles of your feet, notice the temperature there, notice you might feel nothing at all, and that's okay too. That is still a sensation. You might feel any tingling or buzzing, heat, coolness. And you're gonna focus now on the big toes of both your feet, and then all the way down to your pinky toes. And it's okay, again, if you cannot feel these, I want you to start moving your hips side to side. And again, making sure your knees aren't completely locked so that you're not cutting off circulation. And with the arms, I want them to start just swinging freely. No, force. Just letting them be. Again, you're not comparing yourself to myself or anybody else or even yourself from the past. Just be right now where you are and enjoy opening up those energy centers and getting some circulation going through and some oxygen coming through to all the different parts of your joints and muscles. Again, bringing another inhale and exhale. All right. Coming all the way up, bringing your focus into your knees, your right knee, your left knee, your right thigh, left thigh. Feel the muscles move all up into your hips, feeling the connection of your thighs into your hips, up into the belly, belly button, feeling the movement here with the breath. No sucking in today, let it all hang out. Notice the ribs, the right side of your chest and shoulder, your right elbow, right wrist, right hand. And bring your awareness now to the center of your chest, your heart center. Breathe in here and breathe out. Bring your awareness to the left shoulder, left elbow, left wrist, left hand, and back to the center of the chest, the heart center. Breathing in, breathing out, bringing your awareness up into your throat, the back of your neck, up into your chin, your jawline, from the ears out into the chin. Notice your nose, the air on the nostrils, the right nostril, the left nostril, the bridge of your nose, your forehead, and the very tip-top crown of your head. Not just imagining, but seeing if you can feel the sensation of the tip-top of your head from the inside. Now the entire body, from the feet all the way up to the crown of the head, you're bringing your awareness all the way through. Breathing in. And exhale, pushing it right back down, chest, belly, legs, feet. Breathing in, feet, legs, chest, head. Breathing out, chest, belly, legs, feet. And we are in our body, we are fully connected to this moment, and that's where the best stretch or healing happens. So I'm gonna start the stretch by standing. I want you to find a solid chair. Back of the chair, couch, counter. It can be a little higher than this. It's gonna be, again, just working with what you have. Dolly, stop doing that in front of the camera. So I want you to start with your feet right inside the hips. So a little bit more narrow than your hips and shoulders. You're gonna stand a couple feet away from the back of the chair. And then both of the arms you're just going to put on the chair, and you're just going to push the hips back and then bring them back up. Breathe in, push the hips back, bring them back up. Back, bring them back up. Keeping the back straight. The legs can have a slight bend, but they're mostly straight. Now we're going to keep our hands on the back of the chair. You're going to take a baby step back, same width of the legs, and you're just going to push the hips back, bend the knees, and let the back straighten. And we're going to arch. You might get some little crackles, and you're going to straighten. And you're going to arch. Breathe here, and you're going to straighten. And one more time, arch. And straighten. Bending the knees, coming back up to standing. Bring your legs a little wider apart, so now they are outside the hips slightly. And you're going to stand just a little bit further away from the back of your chair. But again, go by your own body, your own arm length, leg length, wherever your level is at. You're going to bring your arms back to the back of the chair or the counter, and you're just going to straighten the legs. So you're stretching, focusing on the back of the legs, the hamstrings. Rest of the arms limp. Let your shoulders go limp. You're going to bend the knees and straighten the knees. Just a little bend and straight. Breathing in, bend, breathing out, straighten. Breathing in, bend, breathing out, straighten. Then from here, we're going to do that same kind of arch. You're going to arch your back and then straighten the back. As much as you can. Remember, we are not the judge, the jury, and the executioner. We are just putting in our time and work into ourselves. And let your legs straighten. Let your chest drop where it is. You can bring your arms out further onto the counter or chair. And just let your chest become a little heavier. Let your legs straighten. And from here, you're going to just sway your hips very slowly, side to side. Very slowly, side to side. Now you're going to bend. You can bring your chest up and rest your hands on the counter or chair. And we're going to bend the legs. So you're going to go straight one side, bend on the other. To show you from the side, it looks just like this. So I'm bending side to side. You're stretching that inner thigh, the inner hip, which will also translate into other areas as well. 4 more times, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Just go to what feels good. You don't want to feel any kind of pain. You should only feel stretch. If you feel any pain, take something off of the movement or sit through this one. All right? Okay, from here, what did I put next for you? Oh, yes. So the next one, you're going to actually put your hands on your hips, like so. Feet are going to be about shoulder width apart. The natural flex, just making sure you're not locking your knees. And then from there, you're just going to look up and look forward. Breathing in, look up, look forward. So little by little, millimeter by millimeter, you're going to open the chest and start lifting the chest with the head. Gently bringing the hips forward slightly, very, very slightly, making sure your knees are not locked. That'll keep you stable. And slowly looking up, looking down, all the way down, chin to head, chest, and straight forward. Chin to chest, and straight forward. And one more. Breathing in, breathing out. Relax. Good. Now we're going to bring you, we're going to first stretch the neck. So you're going to sit nice and tall, and you're going to very gently and slowly just bring your left ear towards your left shoulder. You're not forcing it. We're going to slowly go back and forth until we ease into the stretch. Breathing in, when you breathe in, imagine breathing into that side of the neck. Breathing out, imagine breathing out the tension and tightness. Back to neutral. Other way. So right ear towards the right shoulder. Breathing in. Breathing out. Back to neutral. Very slowly. Seeing if you can go a centimeter more. Keeping the shoulders back, the chest open. You might feel it stretching all along the shoulder, the chest, the back. And back to neutral. Other way. And back to neutral. Now you're going to go again to the left. And then you're going to tip your chin towards your chest. So you're going to go up, ear to shoulder, down, chin towards chest. Ear open, chin, chest. Breathe and breathe. Seeing if each one you can feel a little bit of a softening. Even though we're stretching it, trying to let go of any tensing you might feel happening without you noticing. One more time, chin to chest, ear to shoulder. Roll it through to the other side. And now you're going to go right ear to right shoulder. Again, don't force it. Just go to what feels good, but it's not too intense. Taking a breath and tip the chin towards the chest, keeping that shoulder open. And ear to shoulder, chin to chest, ear to shoulder. Breathing in, imagining it going straight into that neck. Breathing out, imagine the tension carrying away with the breath. Chin down, ear to shoulder. One more. It might feel tight, it might not be, but whatever it is, just notice it. Oh, that's tight right now. And if you can, try to bring your chin to touch your chest as close as you can while keeping your shoulders back. And then we're gonna arch forward, arch the back, clasp the knees, and very gently press the chest out, chest and belly out. Breathing in, breathing out, curl forward. Breathing in, chest out. Breathing out, curl forward. And we're going to leave the back alone for a second. Give a few little wiggles if you need any kind of adjustments. You can always pause this video at any time to reset. Next one we're going to do is your shoulder back area on the right side. So you're going to bring your right hand towards your right shoulder. Doesn't have to be perfect, just tapping it with that right finger. And with the other hand, you're just going to scoop that elbow up. Just go to where you feel the stretch without strain and movement everywhere else. So you might be right here. You might be a little further, and you might be a little further than that, but remember to keep the rest of the body in alignment. Honor where your body is at right now in this moment, and breathe. So you're going to let the elbow come down, and then scoop it back up gently. Elbow down, and scoop it back up gently. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Shake that right arm out. Left hand, tapping the left shoulder with that left finger. Other arm, you're going to very gently scoop the elbow up. Starting really, really slow with a very short range. Just breathing in and working the stretch in. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in, lifting that up. Exhale. Breathing in one more time, lower. time and raise the elbow up and bring it down, shake that out. Shake, shake, shake both arms. Let everything come back down. Give a few little shrugs. All right, next you're going to just tap the back of your chair and grab the opposite knee with the opposite hand, and you're just gonna very gently look the other way. So you're just bringing a tiny, tiny torso twist. And then we're gonna go back to center. Then you're gonna do the same thing. Bring that left hand back, right hand over, little twist, and back. Breathe in. On the exhale, twist. Breathe in. Exhale, twist. Breathing in, back to center. Breathing out, twist. In, center, out, twist. See if you can go a centimeter more. Seeing if that range of motion is opening up. Half inch by half inch. Holding this one, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, breathe, 2, 1, arch, curl the shoulders, coming back out, other way, hand, hand, twist, holding, breathe, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bringing it back to center, great job. Arch that back again. All right, you're almost done. Stay with me. So, for the next one, we are stretching. This is a very common pain that most people have no matter how old you are, and that is the lower back or the IT band, which causes a lot of pain in the sciatic nerve. A lot of times that comes up even into the upper back. So this is a stretch you want to do every single day without fail as much as possible. So get to where your feet are hips width apart, and you can mostly keep the knee at the level of a 90-degree angle, so you're pretty evenly like this. All right, keeping your back super straight, chest out, shoulders back. You're gonna sit on the very last couple inches of the chair, making sure you're still solidly placed. Then you're gonna raise one leg up. It might be right here, and that's okay. Just go to where you are, because again, after the first few times, it'll get a little bit looser. But you're gonna put your hands, like grab the sides of the chairs slightly behind your chest. And then you're gonna just bring the chest forward, keeping the neck in line with the shoulders. So you're not jutting your neck forward. You might move literally like a ½ inch. It's super small movement, keeping this foot super flat and straight so you're not flexing it into weird directions. Breathe in, exhale, lean in. Breathe in, lean back. Exhale, slowly lean into it. Keeping that neck in line with the shoulders. Holding that, feeling that running up your hip. You might feel it in your hamstring. These hips are one of the tightest things on most people. Leaning back one more time, leaning in, exhale. Seeing if there's any difference. You can go a little further than the first or second time. Slowly coming back. With that same leg, you're gonna just straighten it out in front of you. You can do it a little bit at an angle or straight out, whatever feels the best. Then with these hands, use that to support yourself. Again, keep your neck in line with your shoulders. You're just gonna very gently lean into it and reach and touch wherever you feel the stretch. You do not need to match me. You might go less than me, you might go more. But if you are tensing and shaking the muscles so tight to reach, then your muscle is never gonna relax and lengthen. So you just wanna go right to where you feel the stretch. Breathe into it. On the exhale is when you're gonna move a millimeter into it. Literally tiny, tiny amounts. Breathing in, breathing out. Seeing if you can go a little bit more. Again, if you can't, that's okay too. It might be literally a millimeter. Feeling that stretch all along the calf and the back of the leg. And we're gonna bring that back up. We're gonna go through these at least twice. So we're gonna go back to the left leg, not back to it for the first time, we're gonna go back to it. Again, cross that over. If you can get it flat, that's the goal eventually, but again, don't judge yourself. It's okay if you're starting like this. You are still getting the stretch. And definitely if you're like this, then you need to be doing this. So we're holding it here, shoulders back, hands grabbing under the chair or slightly behind the chest. Keeping the neck in line with the shoulders, just leaning into it. Breathing in, breathing out. Lean back, breathing in. Exhale, slightly pushing into it. Breathing in, leaning back. Exhale, leaning into it. Remember to keeping the neck in line. You're not jutting it forward. You're just trying to feel that nice stretch without strain. We want stretch, not strain. Breathing in, leaning back. Exhale. Millimeter more. See if you can get a centimeter more or a ½ inch more. Honoring where your body is, go to where you feel a nice healthy stretch without muscle shake. You might feel some warmth in your foot or some other areas. That's a good thing. It means you're opening up some trapped blood, some cut off nerves. So that is okay. And bring it back. Now you're going to do the same thing we did on the right side. Straighten out that left leg. Make sure you feel solid in the chair. And just very gently leaning into it. Flex that toe up towards the ceiling as much as you can. You won't have to lean that far because the stretch is created already by itself. So breathing in, breathing out. Do a little reach. Might tap your knee. Breathing in, breathing out. You might move a little centimeter more on the exhale. Or maybe on the exhale, if you're not reaching further, maybe you're softening a little bit. Softening in the neck, softening in the back and the shoulders, noticing where you feel any clenching. Even while we're stretching it, making sure that you're not tensing it, you're stretching it, but kind of relaxing the muscle too. You might feel the urge to be flexing your leg out. So trying to just being aware, super in tune with what your body's natural thing, what it's kind of doing on habit. One more time, breathing in. Exhale, see if you can reach just a little bit further. Getting that calf, back of the leg stretch. Bringing it back up. This is what's going to be, we're going to go back around, but first you're going to spread your legs like so. Doesn't matter if you're here, 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 go to where it feels good, but you're not overextending your hips. And then from there, I'm just resting my weight on my knees. I'm still sitting on the chair. And we're just spreading the knees back away from each other. Just creating some stretch in the fascia as well, not just the muscle, but the connective tissue. Before we go back in. So, to the other leg again, you're gonna go right leg up. Seeing the difference here. Just notice for a second if it feels any different or any better than it did the first time around, even if it's tiny. Because every single time you do it, it'll be a little bit better. Breathing in, hands behind, or gripping under the chair. Just leaning into it with the chest, keeping the head right in line with the shoulders. Breathe in, lean back. Making sure your shoulders are down and back. Breathe out, lean into it. Feel that stretch, soften where you need to. You're gonna feel that stretch travel a little bit, which is good. As long as it's not like, ow, pain, muscle. You feel stretching, that's different. Breathing in, leaning back. Let go of that exhale, leaning forward, keeping everything nice and straight. Seeing if you can go a little deeper. One more time, leaning back, breathing in. Exhale. One more time, pushing the chest forward, keeping the neck in line with the shoulders. Ooh, you should feel a nice deep stretch in the hip. I do. Feels amazing. You might feel in the lower back too. This will target back pain. And coming back up. We're gonna straighten that leg again. Leaning into it. Keeping that toe flexed up towards the ceiling, leaning back. This time you're gonna reach. Breathe in, come up slightly. Exhale, reach a little bit again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then up slowly, bringing that back to the foot. Now you're gonna go back to your left leg, putting that over the tabletop, nice and straight as much as you can, hands behind or grabbing under the chair. Chest nice and tall, shoulders back, leaning into it. Taking an inhale as you lean back. Taking a slow, full exhale as you lean forward. Remember to keep that neck in line with the shoulders. Breathing in, leaning back again, everything slowly, mindfully. It's okay if you're not going at the exact pace that I'm going at. You might be ahead of me, you might be behind me. Just honor what feels really good right now. So pause it when you need. Leaning into it, softening where you feel any clenching. You might be clenching your jaw or your shoulders or your neck. Just bringing awareness really into the body. One more time, leaning back, breathing in. Breathing out fully, slowly as you lean forward. And you're gonna hold it once you get as far as you're wanting to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And slowly leaning back. And then again, we're gonna straighten the left leg, toe up towards the ceiling, leaning into it, feeling the stretch on its own. Oh, you're gonna have one leg that's always a little tighter than the other. So again, don't say, oh, this leg's too tight, this one's so bad, I wish I'd done this, I wish I did that. No, cut it out. It just is. It just is. It's okay. That's why you're giving it some attention to it today. That's why you're breathing right here with me and stretching it out. You're bringing in some love. Breathe. Leaning into it. Do a little reach. Little reach. Arch the back. Do what feels good. As long as you're not straining or out of alignment, you really can't go wrong there. Bringing it back. All right, so right now, I want you to kind of just feel what's going on. Feel your feet, your knees, your right thigh, your left thigh, your hips, your sitting bones, your lower back, mid back, upper back, chest, right shoulder, left shoulder, both shoulders together, down the right arm all the way to the right thumb, pointer finger, middle finger, ring finger, and pinky finger, palm of the right hand, elbow, shoulder, chest, left arm, left elbow, wrist, left thumb, first finger, second finger, third finger, and pinky finger, palm of the left hand, the wrist, the elbow, the shoulder, chest, breathing in. Imagine if you can fill up any little cells or break open or make any space in the chest and the tissues. Breathing into the back. Imagine you're breathing into the back of your lungs. Breathing out, sending that air out the front. Breathing in on the back. Breathing out, letting it go through the chest. All right, that's where I'm going to stop today. I hope this helps you. I will be adding other stretches to help other areas to get, but that should be a great place to start. Again, practice the non-judgment. We all do it, me included. So it's a really good practice of practicing some love and kindness to ourselves, especially when we're doing something really kind and loving for ourselves. So no judgment here. You're doing great, and your body's gonna thank you. Drink some water, and just kind of, I would motivate you to either lay down in your bed right now or stay seated in a comfortable chair and just kind of sit and let your body absorb and kind of memorize this feeling. All right, I have more coming for you, so stay tuned.